A very good afternoon to everyone and welcome to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We are here for the final draw for the AFC U-16 Championship Malaysia 2018. We have distinguished guests among us today. I would like to welcome especially AFC General Secretary, Dato' Winsor John, the Vice President of Football Association of Malaysia, Mr. Muhammad Johari Muhammad Ayub, General Secretary of Football Association of Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia, Dato' Haji Hamidin Haji Muhammad Amin, representatives of the qualified teams, and members of the media. Now, I would like to welcome the AFC General Secretary, Dato' Winsor John, on stage for formally welcoming you.
Thank you, Deborah. Mr. Muhammad Johari Muhammad Ayub, Vice President of the FA of Malaysia and also Chairman of the Local Organising Committee. Dato' Haji Hamidin Haji Muhammad Amin, General Secretary of the Host Association, the FA of Malaysia. Representative from participating teams, dear friends, dear colleagues. A very good afternoon to all of you and welcome to the AFC House for the draw of the AFC Under-16 Championship Malaysia 2018. The 16 best teams will compete for the title in September. And the added bonus is that the 4 top teams will represent Asia in the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2019, which will be held later in 2019 in Peru. The AFC Under-16 Championship has a long and a proud history. The last edition in India was not only a huge success on the field, but it is also regarded as a defining moment for football and youth development in the country. Over the years, it has been the stage for some of the continent's finest talents to develop into stars not only in Asia, but also in world football. Players such as Tottenham Hotspur's Korea Republic striker Hon Sung-min and Islamic Republic of Iran's Kaveh Razai are just some of Asia's talents who have emerged at this competition. The AFC Under-16 Championship represents the foundation in the AFC's vision and mission, which sets the objective to provide support for our teams and players and allow them to succeed at the world stage. I would like to thank this year's host, the Football Association of Malaysia, and I'm sure that we'll be able to witness a memorable championship. I wish all teams the very best of the luck in today's draw and also in preparation towards the competition. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dato' Winsor John. Ladies and gentlemen, in preparation for the final tournament this September, please enjoy the following competition highlights video. Wow, what a thrilling competition. Before we get to the draw, let's look at how it all works with this next video explaining the technical procedures of the draw mechanism.
AFC U-16 Championship Malaysia 2018. 16 teams will participate in the AFC U-16 Championship Malaysia 2018. They will be divided into 4 groups of 4 teams each, groups A to D. As the host association, Malaysia has automatically qualified for the competition. The following 10 member associations have qualified by virtue of finishing as group winners from the qualifiers competition in their respective groups. The following 5 member associations have qualified by virtue of finishing as best second-placed teams from the qualifiers competition among all groups. Ranking of teams. Malaysia shall be placed as top seeding country as a host of the competition and followed by team ranking of AFC U-16 Championship India 2016. Mode of competition. The 16 teams will be divided into 4 groups of 4 teams each, and each group shall play a 1-round league, where each team in the group shall play 1 match against every other team. The top 2 teams in each group, 8 teams in total, will qualify to the knockout stage quarterfinals. The 4 winners of the quarterfinals will qualify to the semi-finals. The winners of the semi-finals will advance to the final. The top 4 ranked teams of the championship shall qualify to the FIFA U-17 World Cup 2019. Draw principles. Malaysia, as the host, has been ranked 1 and shall be placed in A1 during the draw. There will be 4 pots: Pot 1, Pot 2, Pot 3 and Pot 4. The teams shall be placed in Pot 1 to Pot 4 according to their rankings. Pot number represents the position that the teams shall be placed in the group. Teams from Pot 4, Pot 3, Pot 2 and Pot 1 shall be placed in position 4, 3, 2 and 1 respectively in each group. The first, second, third and fourth ball drawn from each pot shall be placed in groups A, B, C and D respectively. Draw mechanics. The draw will proceed in the following sequence: Pot 4, Pot 3, Pot 2, Pot 1. Pot 4. The first ball drawn from Pot 4 shall be placed into position A4. The second ball drawn shall be placed in position B4. Subsequently, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position C4. The last ball drawn shall be placed in position D4. Pot 3. The first ball drawn from Pot 3 shall be placed into position A3. Similarly, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position B3. The same procedure shall be repeated for groups C and D respectively until all balls from Pot 3 have been drawn and positioned in each group. Pot 2. The first ball drawn from Pot 2 shall be placed into position A2. Similarly, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position B2. The same procedure shall be repeated for groups C and D respectively until all balls from Pot 2 have been drawn and positioned in each group. Pot 1. Malaysia shall be drawn at first and placed in A1 as the host of the competition. The second ball drawn from Pot 1 shall be placed in position B1. Similarly, the next ball drawn shall be placed in position C1 and the last ball drawn shall be placed in position D1. This shall conclude the final draw for the AFC U-16 Championship Malaysia 2018.
Now that we are all clear on how the draw mechanism is going to work, to conduct the draw, I leave the floor to the AFC Head of National Team Competitions Department, Mr. Avazbek Berdikalov, to conduct the draw. Please welcome on stage Mr. Avazbek Berdikalov.
Good afternoon, Dato Winsor John, AFC General Secretary, Mr. Muhammad Johari, Vice President of the Football Association of Malaysia, Dato Haji Hamidin, Haji Muhammad Amin, General Secretary of the Football Association of Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen, fellow colleagues, football fans, greetings from AFC House, home of Asian football, and we are really excited to start the chapter which will lead to the final competition later this September across 3 venues in Malaysia. We are really pleased to have you here, and as I explained during the draw mechanism, we already know all procedures, when and where, so let's find out who will play who in this draw today by starting the pots from pot 4. As you can see, we have 4 teams in each pot, and we will draw teams starting from pot 4, and then continue with pot 3, pot 2, and we conclude with pot 1 at the end of our draw ceremony. Without further ado, I will draw the first ball of the day, which will go to Group A, position 4. The first team of the day is Tajikistan, 3rd place in 2006, qualified to final round without conceding any goal. Tajikistan, A4. We continue with the next team. This team will go to Group B, position 4. We have Jordan. Winner of their group in qualifiers competition. Jordan will be one of the strong teams contending for championship in this competition despite being in pot 4. We have 2 more teams to be drawn, Afghanistan and Indonesia, and the next team will go to Group C, position 4. And we have with us Indonesia. They will host under 19 competition final stage later on, but they will also participate, and they qualified with sporting merits for under 16 finals as well. The last team from pot 4 should be Afghanistan, and here we have confirmation. Afghanistan, who will make their debut in the final competitions, and this is the first time they qualified for under 16 finals. They qualified as runner-up, but they will be participating in the final competition for the first time. We move on to pot 3. Similarly, we will put teams from Group A to D, but they will occupy the same position as their pot number. So all teams will be placed in position 3 in each respective group. The first team going to Group A, joining Tajikistan, we have Thailand. Champion in 1998, when they beat hosts Qatar in 1998, they will join Tajikistan in Group A. The next team who will join Jordan and occupy position 3 in Group B, we have Yemen. Runner-up in 2002, they lost to Korea in penalties in final in competition played in UAE. Yemen going to Group B, position 3. Last 2 balls we have, India and Australia. This team will go to Group C, joining Indonesia. And we have India, host of the previous finals played in Goa, host of the Under-17 World Cup as well subsequently. They will be playing together with Indonesia in Group C. The last team from pot 3 should be Australia, and here is the confirmation. Australia, despite being strong team yet to win under 16 title in AFC, Australia will join Afghanistan in Group D. Okay, so we move on now to pot 2. Again, the similar principle will continue. All 4 teams will be split into groups A and D. Only difference, they will occupy the same number as their pot. So they will all go to position 2 in each group. Okay, let's find out who will join Tajikistan and Thailand in group A. We have Japan. Champions in 1994 and 2006. They also qualified to final competition without conceding any single goal. Japan, position 2 in group A. Okay, the next team joining Yemen and Jordan in group B. We have Oman. Champion in 1996 and 2000. Strong team in youth level. Oman joining Yemen and Jordan in group B. Okay, we continue with 2 remaining bowls, Vietnam and Korea Republic. They will be split into groups C and D. So joining India and Indonesia, we have now Vietnam. Highest result they achieved is quarterfinals in the previous competition and 4th position in 2000 when they hosted the competition in Vietnam. They will join India and Indonesia in group C. So the last team from this pot, as you can see on screen, is Korea Republic. And here we have confirmation. Korea Republic, they are champion in 1986 and 2002. They also qualified without conceding any single goal. So Korea Republic joining Australia and Afghanistan in group D. So draw is getting exciting, and we have now top 3 teams and hosts Malaysia. And we have ceremonial procedure before we proceed with the draw. And as explained, Malaysia should go to group A position 1. And I would like to invite Vice President of the Football Association of Malaysia, Muhammad Johari, to assist with this ceremonial procedure. You are requested to pick up the blue colored ball and show what is inside. Malaysia, they will join position 1 in group A. Thank you. So you would like to continue the draw. Okay. The next team joining group B. We have DPR Korea. They will join Oman, Yemen, and Jordan in group B. Okay? So let's find out who will be in the same group is Vietnam, India, and Indonesia. Islamic Republic of Iran, finalists of the previous competition, they lost to Iraq in the post-match competition penalties. They will join Vietnam, India, and Indonesia. The last ball of the day should be Iraq. Iraq, defending champions, the strongest team of the competition as of now. They join Group D, Korea, Australia, and Afghanistan. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Johari. Really appreciate. All the best to the teams. Thank you.
Thank you, Abbas and Mr. Muhammad Johari. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to recap on the draw results. For Group A, Malaysia, Japan, Thailand, and Tajikistan. For Group B, DPR Korea, Oman, Yemen, and Jordan. For Group C, Islamic Republic of Iran, Vietnam, India, and Indonesia. For Group D, Iraq, Korea Republic, Australia, and Afghanistan. This marks the end of the final draw today. Thank you everyone for your attendance. I wish you and the participating teams the very best of luck. May the matches be played in the spirit of fair play, and see you in September. Thank you.